So the purpose of this video is to show you how to export the whole project as a project file versus how to export it as a mixdown. So if you come up here to File and you just do Save As, and we'll just call this Stuff. And I have it here that I want to put it on my desktop so I can tell it where to go. And see how it says Studio One Song .song. That's the file type, so that only Studio One will be able to open this. So I'll go ahead and save this to my desktop. And it should have appeared right over here. Yep, there it is. See, it's a file folder. So it's Studio One projects are like a series of files that can all talk to each other. And that's how that works. Whereas if I just want to export my piece, so here's my weird experimental thing. Yeah, I know it's weird. I like weird stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Song Export Mixdown. And that's going to render this into an audio file. Now here's where I can choose my different types of files. So MP3 is a good one for just sharing your music. It's a lower quality, but it also is a smaller file. So that makes it easier to upload, download, email. And you can choose your quality. So a higher sample rate and a higher bit rate is gonna give you a higher quality file. So let's do the highest quality, and here I have it checked between loops, so it's just gonna do this short section between this loop, so it's only a few seconds of music. So I'm gonna hit OK. So it's doing it. So it's my little 6-second song. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another one. So again, Song Export Mixdown. So now I'm going to bring this down to the lowest quality. And again, I got to remember to tell it I want it on the desktop. There we go. And I'll do it again. So now let's go take a look at these. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say Get Info, and then I'll right click on this one. I'll say Get Info. So look at this, 66 kilobytes for the higher quality one, and 315 kilobytes on. Actually, this is the higher quality one because this is the larger file. So you can see the higher quality one is quite a bit larger. So now let's try it in a different file format. So let's say Song Export Mixdown. Let's do a WAV file. So first let's start with CD quality. CDs are 44.1 and 16-bit. So let's go ahead and export that to our desktop, and we'll call it Stuff 333. And I mean, we'll be able to tell just from the WAV file extension what it is, but I just did that to make it obvious for me. Alright, so there's that one. And now let's do one more. Let's do a WAV file in the very highest quality. Yep, and it's still going to go to the desktop. That's good. Alright, so let's compare these file sizes. So here we go. They've got the .wav extension on them. You see that? So where's this has the MP3 extension. So let's, well, first I'm getting a little disorganized here. Let me close these. Alright, so on the wave ones, let's look at the file size. Okay, so this one's 11 megabytes. Now, if I remember correctly, most emails will allow a file up to 25 megabytes, I think. So here's 1.4 for the smaller version, 11.9 for the larger version. So this is almost 10 times the size for the higher quality one. Now keep in mind my song is only about 6 seconds long. So you can see that at this highest quality, if my song is longer than 12 seconds, or really even longer than 10 seconds, I wouldn't even be able to email it. It's a really big file. So Wave is high quality and it's cool, but it's a big file. So Wave is the kind of file you want to maybe use. Like if you made something in here and you wanted to bring it over to a different DAW to do further editing, yeah, you would do a really high quality Wave file so you can retain that quality while you're working on your music. Whereas once you mix it down for consumption, probably CD quality, 16-bit, 44.1 kilohertz is the highest that makes sense, because at a consumer level, you're never going to hear the difference. There are reasons to mix at a higher resolution, and probably later on in this class we'll cover that. All right, so now let's look at exporting this as a project. So again, what we did was save as, and then it says Studio One Song or .song as the file extension. So I already did that, so let's go look at it. So when I did save as, see this, it's a folder. I can try get info on it. Let's see what it says. So 344 kilobytes for the Studio One project. That's not too bad. Now let's open and see what's in here. So you have a bunch of folders in here, and that's what it is. It's a Studio One project, and this right here is like a little icon to basically open it. So let me, here's what I'll do to show you how this is going to work. I'm going to quit Studio One. Okay. So let's say you email me or turn in your assignment this way, and you give me your Studio One project. What's going to happen is I'm going to click on it, and my computer is going to automatically open it in Studio One. And there it is. So if you send your project to me that way, it'll show up like this, and I'll be able to see your work and edit your file if I want to. You're giving me your whole project. And if you send this to someone who doesn't have Studio One, they won't be able to open it. And this won't play in your iTunes and all that kind of stuff. So that's the important thing in this video, is to understand the difference between sending your Studio One project versus mixing down an audio file for general consumption.